rental. My name is Alex New. I will be your host today. 我们再次欢迎我们今天的全部现场的朋友们，欢迎我们的媒体朋友们，还有我们的漫威的这个铁粉，大家早上好，早安！我是今天主持人艾利克斯，再给自己一个掌声。Everybody, give yourselves a big hand. We're gonna have a very exciting day here today. So ever since Ant-Man 3 years ago, runaway success in Taiwan, we've been waiting for the sequel. We've been waiting for the Ant-Man to reappear. And then after the announcement that we are having a sequel, I think the fans got really, really excited. And then after the announcement of a world promotional tour starting in Taipei, I think it's really gotten everybody super, super juiced. OK， 从3年前我们的这个蚁人呢，在台湾的这个销售非常非常好的一个这个票房，然后我们一直在等这个续集，对不对？然后听到这个消息说马上有这个 Ant-Man 2有一个这个的 Wasp 之后，非常开心。然后又发现现在他们要做一个全球的一个这个巡回的这个在 promote 我们这个 Ant-Man 的时候，发现台北是第一站的时候，我们越来越开心，是不是 ？OK， so are you ready? Are you guys ready? Focus your cameras. We're about to get started. 准备好了没 All right, ladies and gentlemen, onto the stage. If you are ready, 我们先欢迎 let's welcome onto the stage the Wasp, Ant-Man's new partner, Evangeline Lilly. 我们给 Evangeline Lilly 一个最热烈的掌声。我们欢迎我们的 The Wasp. She's about to come out very, very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, 我们欢迎 The Wasp, Evangeline Lilly! Beautiful Evangeline, right on that X right there, Evangeline, right here. Yes. Picture. Good morning, good morning. Evangeline, good morning. We have so much video right on the left. Big cameras, small cameras, phone cameras, telephoto lens. Now to the right. One more, two more, three more, four more. She's ready to take pictures for 3 days. Over there. All right. So Evangeline, can you come over here to, oh, last one over there? One more, one more. Yes. Why don't you just take a slow walk and every few steps, take a little picture, take a little picture. Ah, fantastic. Evangeline, you're gonna be right here, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for our next guest? All right, I want a big applause for the Ant-Man himself, our Marvel superhero, Mr. Paul Rudd. Here we go. Paul, welcome. Right on that spot over here. Take a few minutes to take a few photos. Look to your left, to your right, straight ahead. Don't worry, Paul, you're going to be there for only about an hour. Anybody else missing one? Anybody else missing one? Over there, on the white cell phone over there, wave hi. Yeah, right here in the front, right here. Our official photographer 1, official photographer 2, official photographer 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why don't you take a slow walk every few steps, take a little stop, and give him a picture here. Paul over here. Keep walking, keep walking. We'll get a few more. Right here too. More fans. You guys got it? Evangeline, would you like to join him? Yes, right in front of our Wasp. Ant-Man billboard here. front over here. Okay, now just for our videos in the back, maybe a little wave, say hello, wave, wave. 给我们现场的朋友们在后面的摄影。Okay. Okay. Just one more? That's not true. We're going to do about 50 more. Okay. Now, Paul and Evangeline, maybe turn to the right a little bit for all of our cameras on the right. Here we go. Are you excited? 期待吧? Okay, who didn't get one? One more? Now, maybe to the left. Turn to the left a little bit. Wave your hand a little bit. Okay, all right. We will have some more later. So Paul and Evangeline, please take your seat right here. Evangeline, you're right here. Paul, you're right there. You have a mic on your left, and you have your mic here on the right, Evangeline. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our news conference. 我们欢迎我们今天的全部媒体朋友们，我们的铁粉到我们的蚁人跟黄蜂女的这个记者会。Big round of applause for Evangeline and Paul. Evangeline, we're going to get right into it. We're going to start off with you. Would you like to say hi to all of our media from Asia Pacific International Media and also our fans here? Would you like to say hi to everybody?
I would love to. Japabuya. Buye. Sorry. Ni hao.
Yes.
Very nice to be here. Thank you so much for having us.
So we saw you get off the plane yesterday. You land at the airport, you get on the little buggy, and you already speak in Chinese, ni hao. Other than ni hao, have you learned anything else?
Ni hao was the easiest one to remember because that is an island in Hawaii.
Yes, because of your filming, you spent a lot of your years in Hawaii. Ni hao is actually an island, and it sounds just like ni hao.
Exactly.
We're going to teach you some more today.
Oh, I've got a few more.
Oh, you got a few more?
Yeah. Dosha.
Dosa.
谢谢.
谢谢.
What else? What else did I learn? I know. Paise.
Paise.
That one's important because I'm Canadian, so we say sorry a lot.
So you don't need me today.
Oh, sorry. Bye.
All right, big hand for Evangeline. We'll give Evangeline a on set. Now, Paul, would you like to say hi to everybody in Chinese?
Ni hao. There was a show that my kids, when they were little, they used to watch called Ni Hao Kai Lan.
Yes!
Which was a big hit in our house. So
yes.
Ni hao.
OK， 所以他说他以前也是看一些儿童节目，然后那时候有个节目叫《你好开烂》，然后里面就会教他一些简单的一个这个中文。So Paul, I was watching the YouTube videos, and you filmed a little video before coming to Taiwan, saying how excited you were to be here. That everybody told you the number one thing you got to see in Taiwan, the biggest scenery, is the people. So on a physical scale of 1 to 100, how happy are you to be finally here in Taipei?
Well, I have to go above 100. I think at 150.
You're at 150.
How do you say 150?
150.
150.
No, 150. So on a scale of 1 to 100, you're at 150
That's
to
right.
be here.
That's
Okay.
right.
So we're so glad to have you here today. But to start off today, to get the enthusiasm going, to get everybody juiced up, I want to introduce you to my friends. My friends are sitting right there. This group right here is specially invited. They are our Marvel super fans. These are the super fans. They've sat here for 3 years waiting for you. And they're finally here. We just fed them this morning. So you want to say hi to them? 我们的铁粉，你们给他一个掌声好吗？
我爱 super fans.
我爱 super fans, yes. 我爱你，铁粉 like super fans, 铁粉. Yes, gotcha. Okay, so we're glad to have you guys here today. We're going to get right into our Q&A. We don't have a whole lot of time, but we're going to get through it, and we're super excited not only for today's news conference, but tomorrow. 明天是我们的这个最大的一个活动。Tomorrow we have this huge red carpet waiting for you today. It's a super long, super wide, biggest red carpet. We're gonna spend hours on it. You excited for tomorrow?
Great. Hours on a red carpet, that's a dream.
What do you think? So you're gonna be in your high heels for a long time tomorrow.
Exactly.
Paul, red carpet tomorrow. Super excited?
Very excited.
Very excited. Okay.
My heels will not be quite as uncomfortable as Evangeline's.
You didn't bring your super high heels.
No, I left them at home.
You brought your flats.
That's all.
Okay, so Evangeline, we're going to start off with you. The last time we saw you was at the very end of Ant-Man. It's kind of like you turned and looked and there was the Wasp suit. So from that day until now, tell us a little bit about the whole change in your character. You're the heroine in this film. Talk about the whole change from that character to what you play now in the Wasp here.
Well, in the first film, my character was in a very difficult relationship with her father and had been since she was a little girl. And in the emotional journey that Hope went through in the first film, she resolved so much of that emotional turmoil with her father. And so we pick up the story 2 years after Ant-Man, the first Ant-Man movie ended. And so there's been a lot of healing that's gone on and a lot of growth that's gone on.
So you guys are on much better terms?
We're on much better terms, and Hope is in a much better place personally. Not just because she's in a better place with her father, but also because her lifelong dream of taking up the mantle that her parents carried of being a superhero has also come true.
And your costume is pretty cool.
It's pretty great. I love my costume.
You love your costume.
I love my costume.
Fantastic. So we rewind a few years back now to Ant-Man finishing Ant-Man and now getting to Ant-Man and the Wasp. Paul, for you, what are some of the changes and the challenges that you kind of felt from the first film to now the second film? Some of the changes. What are some of the changes you felt?
Well, the character's story has evolved ever since Civil War. Scott went away to fight with some of the Avengers.
Okay.
And now I'm starting this film under house arrest. So
yes.
I'm really, whereas in the first one I was deciding whether or not this was something that was even of interest to me. I don't know if I want to be a superhero. I think I'm really now, that has enhanced even more. I'd say that is a very pronounced problem.
So you're saying Ant-Man has kind of grown, because in the first film he's kind of skirting the line. Do I want to be a superhero? And now, full-fledged, because you've been with all the big guys, and now you got a new partner.
That's right.
And then, so I think there's a lot of growth in this character itself.
Yes, certainly you'll see that this relationship evolve between Scott and Hope, but as well as this relationship that I have with my daughter.
Yes.
My daughter Cassie, this is really the biggest
driving force.
How do you somehow be the best version of yourself as a superhero while being the best version of yourself as a parent? And can those two things coexist?
Is it harder being a superhero or a parent?
Some people would say that they're not mutually exclusive. But I would say being a parent, it can be very tricky sometimes.
Yes, very tricky. For an audience of one, it can be very tricky. So, how about for you, Evangeline, the biggest difference, obviously your role in the first Ant-Man and now the Ant-Man and the Wasp is hugely different because now you're a heroine. You put on the suit. Is it much more physically demanding, the second film, as opposed to the first?
The second film, the way we shot Ant-Man and the Wasp was such an incredible undertaking that we often would have 4 different units filming at the same time, often 3 different units filming at the same time, which would often mean there were 3 or 4 different Wasps filming at the same time. So I actually got to share the load with an incredible stunt team, with an incredible special effects team who were helping with creating the tiny Hope, and she shrinks and flies. And so it was a real collaboration, and I didn't have to carry the whole load. So actually, in the end, it wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't more demanding.
So you have easy time.
Yeah.
Paul, I think we need to give some more work.
I would say I worked a lot with Evangeline. I think she's being modest.
Yes.
I know that she did quite a bit, but we're both very aware that we can want to acknowledge the stunt women that played part of the film who really did a lot of really heavy lifting. Certain things they wouldn't let us do.
Yes. We're watching some of the trailers because that's all we get to watch. We're so excited for the movie coming out here July 4th. But just from watching it, it's such a cool movie when you guys are getting bigger and shrinking and the jumps and the blow-ups and the special effects. We're really, really excited to see.
One of the most interesting aspects of filming these kinds of films is, I would say we're just as excited to see it too. We're only imagining what it's going to look like. I don't know what it's going to see. Like when we see the finished product.
Oh, you haven't seen anything yet?
No, I mean, I've seen little bits of it, but I know that when we saw the first Ant-Man, it was overwhelming. Oh my God, that's what it looks like. It's really a.
When do you? I'm curious as a fan. When do you actually finally get to see it?
Well,
the final product.
I saw a very early rough version. But it's changed so much.
Okay.
And then a lot of times actors see it when they're doing what is called ADR.
Okay.
Sometimes we have to re-record some dialogue because of external noises or whatever the case may be. And so we watch the scene and we have to try and mimic what we're saying so that they can record the sound.
Okay.
So sometimes that's the first time we ever really get to see what it looks like.
So sometime in the next 2 weeks, you'll probably see the final cut version.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're good in Taiwan, we'll let you see it.
Okay, very good. We're going to try my best. We're going to misbehave.
So, Evangeline, talk a little bit about shrinking the wasp. So, Paul, you're part of the writing team and the thought process and the directing and the producing. And who decides what gets big? And who decides what gets shrunk? That's I think the really cool part about writing, right? Let's make this salt shaker super big, right? Like in the movie, right?
I just noticed that.
You didn't see that?
Oh, that's cool.
You like it? It's real salt.
I don't know.
So who decides what to get really big or what to shrink? That's gotta be so fun, part of the thought process. Let's make the truck really small. Because I saw the trailer with the truck, and then they're kind of all the stuff is falling. Who decides that?
Well, I think that when we're in the writing meetings, there's usually a group of us, and sometimes we'll throw out certain things that are kind of fun, like you've seen in the trailer of the Pez, with a Hello Kitty.
Yes.
Deciding what that Pez was going to be, we had several different versions.
Massive amount of fighting.
There was one we thought, what if we threw a Captain America Pez? But that seemed a little too self-congratulatory. And I think that usually with the writing, it isn't just one person. There's a kind of a small team, including Peyton Reed, our director, and Stephen Broussard, our producer, as well as Kevin Feige, who runs Marvel. Everyone's kind of adding in their 2 cents, and it turns into a very collaborative effort. So many things evolve over time, and eventually, we know, oh, this would be kind of a cool scene. It has, a scene in the streets with cars, and cars getting bigger.
Slowly getting bigger and bigger.
So we thought, it'd be fun to maybe grow and shrink some items that we didn't see in the first one.
Because our director, Peyton Reed, is not unfortunately able to join us for this trip, this leg. He did post on his Instagram these giant scissors, right? So I think for the fans, that's part of the enjoyment of Ant-Man. Why Ant-Man was such a runaway success, because there's a comedic side of Ant-Man, and also it's just so cool to see to shrink and get big, right?
And there's obviously computer-generated effects. Everything has developed so much.
Oh, so not everything really shrinks?
No. What I was going to say is that the most exciting stuff for us is seeing practical things really big on set. We do have items that were massive.
Like what? Can you spoiler alert?
Like an enormous bread clip.
A bread clip?
Yeah, the clip that you use to close a bread bag?
Yeah. To keep it fresh?
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
One the size of, I don't know, 10 feet tall, 10 feet wide.
Oh, okay.
Where we can stick our head through the hole.
Do you want to bring that home?
Kind of common items, paper clips, things like that.
Massive paper clips.
Yeah, you see certain things like that.
Big Lego pieces.
Oh, that's awesome. So that leads me to my next question for you, Evangeline. If you can shrink anything or make it massive on the same linear line, what would you shrink or make massive? If anything in the world?
I have a feeling I should figure out a really good answer for this question because I think I might get asked it again.
I'm sure along this world promotional tour, you'll probably get asked 15 times, right?
So I have to come up with something really, really good. Does anyone have any suggestions of what I should shrink or what I should grow?
Anybody any suggestions? 我刚问他说，如果他有那个超能力，可以把一个东西放大或变很小的话，他会变什么东西？然后他说，其实在这一次这个他们要跑世界各地要跑来做这个宣传的时候，应该会有很多记者问他这个问题。有没有人可以帮他忙？有没有一些想法？刚这边有一位 ，Go ahead. Diamond.
A diamond shine
He said,
like a diamond.
Yes, make a diamond very big.
What else?
He's thinking financially now.
Exactly.
Anybody else want to give him that? What?
Donut.
A donut. A big donut.
An enormous donut.
An enormous donut.
Just make a donut really big?
Yeah, make a massive donut.
Okay.
Ooh, I know. What about if you're stuck in traffic, you can shrink all the other cars and just blow right by them all.
Well, that's pretty cool
Or you
too.
only shrink yours and then you just roll under them.
Even better.
But
He's
that's
always
a little bit more dangerous.
That is true.
Okay, so maybe we'll find something between a donut and a diamond somewhere along this world promotional tour. Paul, I think I'm going to ask a question.
It's all donuts and diamonds.
All donuts and diamonds. D&D. I'm going to ask a question for these guys right here. So personally, as a Marvel fan myself, for these guys, and you said it a little bit, we alluded to it a little bit before. Ant-Man was 3 years ago, and then the scripts evolved over time. You joined in Civil War, and then everybody here has watched the newest Avengers, right? Everybody has watched the newest Avengers? Okay, because I'm going to have a spoiler if you haven't watched it yet. Okay, so everybody's watched it. Anybody not watched Avengers yet? Okay, please leave now and go watch. So we want to know, they want to know, he wants to know, she wants to know, I want to know, what were you doing during the Avengers? Where were you? The whole world is there. Every superhero is there. The whole world's fighting. Spoiler alert, Spider-Man is disappearing. The Black Panther is dying. Where are you?
Well, it's a great question.
Explain yourself.
Yes, explain yourself, Ant-Man. Where were you? The fight, Thanos was here. Where were you?
I remember going to see Infinity War, and they do mention that I was under house arrest and I was not able to leave.
I think it was just like one quick sentence. It was like, where's Ant-Man and Hawkeye? Oh,
We're busy being parents, and we couldn't escape to go
to save the world.
Save the world.
Yeah.
And so
you know,
it was interesting. I must say it was interesting when I saw the film, and I thought, oh, okay, well there we go. That explained. I didn't know that was coming. But
because there was a lot of stuff going on.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah,
a lot going on.
For the record, I was there. I was just tiny.
Yes.
Yeah.
She showed up and tried to do her part to save the world. What were you doing?
Well, maybe I was too small. You just couldn't see me. I feel like I just piggybacked on your joke there.
But we're super excited, and we know you're going to be in the next film, obviously, right? So you're going to be there to save the world.
All answers asked will be revealed, I suppose.
But we are super excited for this film. The promotion running up, opening here in Taiwan on July 4th. But before we jump to July 4th, tomorrow we have a fantastic, huge event. Are you excited for the red carpet tomorrow? We want to let the press know here, let all the fans know that they can come out tomorrow for a huge red carpet. Okay.
We're so excited to see the beautiful architecture of the National Theater and the Conference Center and to be here with the fans and to have everyone show up. And we're thankful for everything you guys have already done. You've been such a hospitable place and the people have been so kind and warm. I think we were both out in the city yesterday and we're very, very blessed to be here.
Good. Tomorrow 明天在这个两庭院，我们有我们的这个红地毯，我们一个非常大的一个超长的一个这个红地毯，然后我们希望说有2,000-3,000人可以来我们明天的这个现场。We're expecting 2,000 to 3,000 people there, rain or shine. Today is beautiful weather. You know, hopefully tomorrow the weather continues. You touched upon it a little bit. You guys arrived separately, but you guys kind of went around town. You went to the National Palace Museum. How was that?
That's right. Beautiful.
Did you see the cabbage?
Yes.
Did you eat the cabbage before at lunch?
Yes.
Did it look exactly alike?
Stunning. Amazing. Incredible.
Yes. We shrunk that cabbage just for you.
That's commitment.
Yeah. We started 3 years ago.
And
Taiwan is fully committed to the Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Taiwan.
Yes.
Amazing. Amazing. And the stone that's next to the cabbage,
It looks like beef.
the beef.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
The pork. Oh,
Did you have that for lunch too?
I did.
So, was it good?
Yes.
You just ate everything you saw in the
I ate
museum.
everything.
Everything you saw in the museum, you ate.
Have you guys been eating the last 2 days?
Yeah.
Anything stupendous, awesome, crazy?
Oh, I got this one. I had traditional Taiwanese ice cream.
Traditional Taiwanese ice cream?
I had
Yes.
pork floss flavor. I had wasabi flavor. I had chili flavor.
Oh,
I had curry flavor.
Just to let you know, that is nothing traditional about Taiwan ice cream. They completely lied to you. They're like, hey, eventually try this traditional Taiwan ice cream. Our traditional Haagen-Dazs and 31 flavors.
Not true.
No, I'm just kidding.
Not true. I had taro ice cream.
Yes. 他
I
吃到很多的
had
传统的冰淇淋，刚刚说什么芋头啊，然后什么猪松啊，很多特别的。So it was Earl Soma, 对不对? So it was cool.
It was so cool. I had 13 flavors. The only one.
You had 13 flavors of ice cream?
Guys, I barely fit into my dress this morning. It was insane.
That's awesome. Did you? Yeah. Did you have 13 flavors of ice cream?
I didn't have one flavor of ice cream.
Oh, you didn't get the package A tour.
No.
Oh, she got the package A tour. You got.
I'll tell you what I had, which was delicious.
Okay.
And I really feel bad because I think I ate most of it. It was a traditional. It was like an omelet with radish.
Wajin.
Wajin?
Right? It was omelet. It was fried, right?
Yes,
fried.
and it had a crunchy kind of turnip.
Yeah. They threw.
Wajin?
是菜脯蛋吗？哦，是菜脯蛋。
What?
What? Say 菜脯蛋。对. So it's egg. That means egg. Okay. 菜脯蛋. Okay. So it was like a fried omelet kind of.
It was
awesome.
Incredible.
Tonight in your room there will be 20 plates of it. That's what happens when a movie star comes. Whatever they say they like, what show up upstairs in the room, there's gonna like 30.
That happened to me.
Yeah.
I said the lychee is in season and it's amazing, and I had an enormous bowl of lychee.
Oh no, we're gonna have a lychee tree in your room.
You know what I really liked was all of your luxury automobiles.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Best I've ever seen.
我刚问他说喜欢吃什么东西，然后我说其实只要有一个明星来到台湾，你只要在记者会说你喜欢吃什么东西，上到房间的时候我们就放一大堆。你只要说你喜欢什么就放一大堆，然后Paul说我好喜欢台湾的一些超跑车哦。We'll get those little miniatures for you, just for the Ant-Man. Okay, so tomorrow we're so glad that you're able to get a chance to get to Taipei, see the sights, eat the food. We hope that you really get to go around the city because I think what you said really hit it on the nose. I think the most beautiful part about Taiwan is the people, the fans. We've really been waiting, not just 3 years. A lot of people have followed you guys since, TV series, movies back at like Clueless for me, like back in the day, right? Lost. We've been following your whole career. We're so glad that you've reached this pinnacle and there's more things to come. And that we're so glad, I think I represent all of Taiwan, we're so glad that you guys are here today. We look forward to a fantastic event. Okay. So now we're going to open up the Q&A to our friends on the floor here. And we're just going to ask a few questions. And then later on, we have a little special event for the two of you. Okay? So right now, we're going to open up Q&A. 我们现在要开放我们今天的这个 Q&A. We have our workers out in the audience. I know it's a little bright. So whenever you get a microphone, go ahead and stand up. Where? Oh, right here. Okay? Yeah. Is it on? There's a little button on the bottom.
What's up?
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead and yell it. Don't worry about
Welcome to Taiwan. I'm from
it. Thank you. I'm from here.
Okay. You've been some place in Taiwan yesterday. So, Paul, you're the co-writer of the film. So maybe if there's there's an Ant-Man 3. Can you put some Taiwan location in it? And also,
the big scene on Daiwa Street.
Dihua Oh, you went to Dihua
I did, yeah.
Yes, that's fantastic, right? It's a very traditional area.
Yes, I know. I could see a scene happening right there, going through all of the little markets.
Oh, fantastic.
I love it.
Okay, how about maybe you could shrink Taipei 101 into Taipei 1. Taipei 1.
Yeah. It's not much of a view.
So, just on his line of questions, when you guys are writing these scripts, and how important is scouting out these locations, and who decides this in the process? I think fans are really curious. We see the finished product of the movie, but the whole process and where to film and where to do the locations, how is that determined?
Well, a lot of our film really takes place in San Francisco. And so we did shoot for a few weeks in San Francisco, but a lot of the Marvel films they film right outside of Atlanta. There's a studio in the state of Georgia.
Okay.
And so sometimes we'll be on a soundstage in Georgia, but you would never know, and you would think we were in San Francisco. And it comes down to a question of cost.
Oh, okay. So maybe one day we'll be in Taipei.
Yes, well, I will say the Marvel films do travel everywhere. They've filmed Infinity War was in Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
They do film in several locations. I think it's a great place to film.
Can you put in a good word for us?
Yeah, oh, I'm absolutely going.
Okay.
For sure.
Thank you.
He already has. I heard him do it yesterday.
好，谢谢。Next question. Who has the microphone?
Hi,
Wow.
I'm Kate from Popcorn Movies. I have 2 questions for you. I remember you said last time, Paul, you couldn't make a suit with a flannel lining. I wonder, did that improve this time? The suit this time? And also, how about Evangeline's last suit? Was it comfortable to get it on or get it off? Yeah, and second question is, we are totally amazed by the clips, especially your close-up magic. And how long did you train for that? Yeah.
Go ahead, Paul.
There's a great magician named Blake Voigt who I worked with to learn some sleight of hand magic. To try and really learn magic well is a little bit like trying to learn violin well within a few weeks. It's
nearly impossible.
It's nearly impossible. But it was fun to learn a little bit about some of the tricks and attempt to learn them. And as far as the suit goes, it was pretty comfortable. It wasn't too bad. Neither of them, you don't want to hang out in it all day. But I remember once being asked about this by Dave Bautista, who plays Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
I just met him and he's asked me, he said, how's your suit? Is it uncomfortable? And I thought, there is no way I'm going to complain about the suit that I have to wear to Drax.
Yes, the
He
Drax
has
suit.
to sit in a makeup chair for all day. And then a makeup chair all night just to take that makeup off, which is, I think he has it the worst of anybody.
Right.
Yeah. So my suit is great.
Groot is pretty bad too.
Groot, yeah, well, to get into a tree costume,
Yes.
it can't be easy, especially when you're really little baby Groot. That's really hard.
It's hard to sit there all day too.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Just tree.
Yeah, that's it. You can't move around. But that's the kind of commitment Vin Diesel has.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, how about for you, Benjamin? As the Wasp suit, how easy is it to put on? And like she said, how easy to take off?
My suit, I don't know if this is true, but I believe my suit is the most comfortable in the MCU. I don't know if that's just because I liked it so much and I felt so cool in it that I really wanted to wear it.
And you never wanted to take it. Did you go home in it?
I did. I slept in it, I ate in it.
Did you cook in it?
I bathed in it.
Oh, you bathed in it?
I never took it off. Ever. I'm very method. No, of course not. I did. No, but it does after a while. I mean, the only thing that was, for me was a bit of a bummer wearing the suit is I like to eat, and I like to eat in large quantities. And I am in a very tight suit where I can barely breathe, let alone eat. So I had to eat in tiny quantities all day. And
Like
so
a little tiny wasp.
that was irritating. Yeah, I ate little bits of bee pollen all day, and that's all I could eat.
talking about your suit. You have wings. You have wings. You don't. You don't. You have wings. How cool is that? Your dad made you wings.
It's so much cooler than Ant-Man, I'll tell you that.
When you're reading the script, when you're like, hey, how come she has wings? Like, what did it feel like that?
I think you wrote it.
Yeah, I wrote it.
It's funny because we see that scene in the movie. It's in a lot of the trailers. They're like, you tell her to go low and you go high. And she's like, I got wings. You know, how cool is that? Will Ant-Man have wings in the next one? Or like a jetpack?
Well, if I had wings, it wouldn't be as it's pointless to ride around on the back of an ant, which is just the coolest thing ever. Yeah, I don't know. That was one where we would just always go back to the comics.
Okay.
And say, all right, well, Ant-Man really doesn't have wings. But also, we can have fun with it too, where Hank Pym was designing it, and I'm a little annoyed by it. But he's enjoying the fact that I'm annoyed.
He is.
Oh yeah.
He's very enjoying it.
That's right.
Okay.
And I said, what's the matter? You couldn't give me wings and blasters? I said, oh no, I could have.
I just didn't.
I just didn't.
I think we have another question. We have no more question. Last question? Just one question? Do we have a microphone coming? I can't see. Sorry. Right there.
Hi, hello. I'm Indonesia.
Ni hao.
No, I'm from Indonesia.
From Indonesia? Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay, you're in Taiwan. Ni hao.
Ni hao. We have two questions. The first one is, what is the timeline of this Ant-Man and the Wasp in the MCU? Is it during the Infinity War? Is it before? And the second question is for Paul. What's your favorite comedy movie?
Okay, so the timeline in the MCU universe. This is important, right?
It is important.
Yes.
So important that I don't know what we're allowed to say.
Oh, you can say whatever you like. Yeah. Just say as much as you can.
Well, it's
Around?
It's this is a tricky one where I hate to disappoint.
Okay.
And say I'm not going to say exactly when.
Okay.
Because I don't know whether or not if I did, we would immediately get a call from Marvel.
It's okay. I'm a big Marvel fan. I know exactly when it happened. It's right after Ant-Man 1 and right before Ant-Man 3.
Oh, that is perfect.
You're welcome. 不客气. You're welcome. 不客气. Okay. So, your favorite comedy movie?
Of all time, my favorite comedy movie?
Knocked Up. 40-Year-Old Virgin.
This is, one that I was in?
Or no, anyone that you like.
Oh boy. This is really, it's really hard to say. There's one movie that I just love so much called With Nell and I that really makes me
With
laugh.
Nell and I.
Yeah, it's a British movie. I always loved growing up, I loved The Jerk with Steve
Oh, yes.
Martin. Boy, I'd say the movie Defending Your Life by Albert Brooks is one of my favorites.
Got it. Okay, thank you very much. I think we have a whole day lined up of interview questions and interviews, so we're going to have a chance that you're going to answer a lot of our interviews from all over the Asia Pacific region. But today we have to kind of get on with our news conference. So right now, of course, you guys are the first Marvel superheroes to show up in Taiwan, right?
Yes!
Yes.
We are so proud and happy.
You didn't know that? Yes. You are the first. When Captain America wanted to come, we told him no. We said, Cap, you can't come. When Iron Man wanted to come, we said, no, we don't want you. We want Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yeah, we turned down Iron Man and Captain America. Yeah. Spider-Man, come on. Come on. So you guys are actually the first Marvel superheroes in the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe to land in Taiwan. We are so glad to have you here today. So because of you guys coming here, we have a special gift for the two of you. Okay, so to see what it is, we've prepared a little video to show you and introduce what Walt Disney in Taiwan wanted to give you. So if you guys can stand up, we'll take a look at our board here, our video board. 我们来播一下我们的影片. So let's see the video and introduce our gift to you from Disney Taiwan. 来。 Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause and welcome onto the stage, General Manager, Disney Studios Taiwan, Laura Fu. We'd like to welcome Laura onto the stage. She'd like to present you with a little gift. So what you guys had just seen is traditional Taiwan full sugar art. 这个台湾的这个传统的拉糖。So we have a little tiny Ant-Man and a little wasp here. Laura, the three of you, can you guys just take a picture with the media here? Paul, let me grab your microphone here. Two, okay. So 这是我们的台湾的这个传统的这个拉糖。Look over here. Yeah. It's not edible. No, I'm just kidding. You just saw the whole Ant-Man head. 真的很喜欢哎 You really like it, huh? Yes. 他说他要把这个头直接咬掉。Here we go.
So beautiful, I hesitate to eat it.
Here we go. What do you think of it? This is in Chinese called la tang. La means to pull, tang means sugar. So this is kind of like an art form here, as you saw in the video. Little kids love it when you go down. You went to Dihua-jie. You went to the Dihua-jie. So places like that, or the night markets. As a little kid growing up, there's somebody always there pulling the la tang, and they make it into flowers or little action figures. So this is part of the culture here. What do you think of this little Ant-Man?
It's stunning. It's so beautiful. I wouldn't even begin to understand how you could make something like this. Now, do you normally eat them or not really?
We eat them. Yes.
You eat them.
Yeah, yes.
So if you didn't, then I'm incredibly embarrassed.
No. Kids eat them. Kids will just bite the head off. They'll bite the arms off. They love it.
It does seem.
I really want to do that to mine.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Ant-Man is dying. He just killed Ant-Man. Ant-Man 少了一只右手。
If I take 3 more bites, then the wasp will be equally as grounded as Ant-Man.
他说他把全部翅膀咬掉，就跟 Ant-Man 一样，也不行飞了。
I'm delicious.
Yes. So this is just, don't worry, Paul, imagine this is just actually a small gift from us. Of course, in Ant-Man, in the movie, we shrink things, right? But we also make things bigger. So of course we have another gift for you guys. So this is the mini version. We're gonna get into the bigger version now. Okay. So we're gonna give you a huge 3-story Ant-Man that you have to finish.
Try my best.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so right now we're going to go on to the left side of the stage. You can bring your little mini Ant-Man and your little wasp. We're gonna come over here and we have another gift for you. Okay. So Laura, you're gonna stand on that side. Okay, right up here. So Paul and Evangeline, please step up here. Okay. And right now we're gonna welcome Lai Lao Shi. Okay. Our teacher, Mr. Lai, and he is the person who made all this. He made all this, okay? 我们给老师一个掌声。对，我们欢迎我们的老师。我们今天老师到我们的这个现场。So he spent a lot of time doing these little mini ones, and right now we have our special next gift for you. Okay, so are you ready? Okay, so you want to step a little bit closer here? Okay, 那我们就先请老师跟 Laura. I will count down from 3. Okay, and you guys will pull it off. Oh, let me grab your microphones here. Let me grab your microphones. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, 我们的拉长的这个 sculpture. Wow. This is Taipei 101. And there's another wasp, and also there's an Ant-Man on the side. Yes. Evangeline, go ahead. What do you guys think?
So cool. Giant Man and the Wasp.
老师花多少时间做今天的这个礼物 ？I want to ask Mr. Lai how long it took him to do this.
今天的作品大概花了大概12天的时间。
He said it took 12 days.
Wow.
12 days to do this.
I can't believe it was that short.
他说他不可思议，这么快就做完了12天。那做这个台北101，还有我们的这个黄蜂女，还有我们的这个蚁人，最大的挑战在哪里 ？What was the most difficult part of this?
因为用拉长的方式来呈现这个手法，其实是世界是很少的。哦，这也是我第一次挑战做那么小的拉长的技术。
Oh, okay. He said the most difficult part about this is making it actually miniature. Usually they do this traditional pulled trigger type of sculptures. It's usually very big, but he says that the most difficult part about this is actually making the small figurines. It's very, very difficult.
And where did you learn to do this?
他想问你怎么学的？
这个要能够忍受到痛苦，就是手击水泡啊，因为它的温度非常高。
He says it took many years of pain because when you start doing this, you burn your hands a lot because you have to make it very hot. So it's just a tedious process that he's learned over the years. Okay. 好，我们would you like to say something,
I was
Paul?
going to say, it must be very frustrating if you're going along and then you're maybe 3/4 of the way through and then it breaks, heating something up, and then you have to just start over.
他说会碰到一个这个困难，就是比如说你在做一个雕刻、一个雕像的时候，然后快要做完的时候，说不定破掉了或碎掉了，会不会有这样子一个碰到一个困难？
会的，因为这个唐氏机，它就跟玻璃一样。
He said it's just like glass. It's very fragile, so it does break. But they gotta start all over. Okay. 好，我们谢谢老师，好不好？ Let's give our teacher Lai a big round of applause. Big round of applause. Okay. So Paul, will you stand right here next to Evangeline, and then Laura on that side will take another picture, and I will grab your microphones. Okay. Go ahead. So we're going to start on the right-hand side a little bit more. We got some media here on the right. You need both arms now, right? 他说站在这样子，没有两只手都没有，很尴尬。She just broke off her arm. OK， 他说他现在也没有两只手了。OK， to the It's okay, we'll clean that up. We will clean that up. Ant-Man is that here? Okay, why don't we have somebody well, thank you, Laura. 我们给 Laura 一个掌声，好不好？ Paul, why don't you stand on that side and we'll have someone take that for you. 他说他头不见了。Here. Here's your head. Here's your head. Okay. 我们找一个工作人员帮他们把他们的那个两个礼物拿走，好不好？ Yeah. Anybody didn't get a photo? Over there on the left. We're gonna look on the left. All the guys on the left. Let me see. You're good. Right in the middle. Right there. Right here for the gentleman in black. Okay. Our official photographer right in the front. Okay, we'll put microphone down. Wait. Paul and Evangeline, your microphones. We are near the end of our press conference today. We are so glad to have Paul and Evangeline here today. We have a fantastic event tomorrow, a red carpet tomorrow night. We expect 2,000 to 3,000 people. Hopefully we get more, weather permits. Would you like to say something before we end off our press conference here today to all of our world media as your first stop of the world promotional tour for Ant-Man and the Wasp? 你好。你好。
你好.
Yes.
No, I was trying to say, I love as a.
我爱
你. 我爱你. 我爱你.
Yes. 我爱台北. And say 明天见. See you tomorrow. 明天见. Yes. 我现在要去吃菜脯蛋。Yeah, I'm gonna go upstairs and eat all the egg omelets I can. Evangeline, would you like to say something to all of our media from all over the world here?
我爱台湾.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for the Wasp and Ant-Man. 我们谢谢他们两位，给他们一个这个掌声。We will see you tomorrow on the red carpet. We're gonna have a great time.
In all seriousness, because I don't really speak the language,
yes.
We do want to say thank you so much for welcoming us with such open arms. We really are so excited to be here, to see all of you, and to share this event with you. So thank you. 谢谢.
话说他今天非常高兴可以分享这个时段给我们今天全部的现场的朋友们，他真的很开心，然后有这个机会呢跟大家在一起。Thank you so much, thank you. 好，谢谢，我们给他们一个掌声，谢谢大家。我们再次谢谢两位，我们今天呢也非常谢谢我们今天的全部的台湾的媒体，我们的这个国际的媒体，还有我们的漫威的铁粉，谢谢你们，好不好？我们明天我们在我们的红地毯见面。We will see you guys tomorrow at our red carpet event. We're so glad to have all of our Taiwan media, our international media, and our Marvel super fans here today. I am Alex, 我是艾利克斯 Thank you very much. Peace, bye bye. 谢谢你们，拜拜。
感谢您的收看，喜欢的话欢迎订阅频道哦。